I'm not coming to you as a CEO. I'm not coming to you as a system. I'm not coming to you as a preacher, a politician, or somebody trying to sound smart. I'm coming to you as a man, as a black man, as a human being, as somebody who's looking at what's happening behind the walls of the Georgia Department of Corrections and saying, man, this can't keep being the answer. I want to speak directly to the Bloods, the GDs, the Crips, the Hispanic organizations, the Muslim brothers, and every organized group moving behind these walls. This isn't about disrespect. This isn't about calling anybody weak. This isn't about saying who started what. This is about life. This is about survival. This is about the future. Because right now, from the outside looking in, it doesn't look complicated. It doesn't look strategic. It doesn't look honorable. It just looks like black people killing black people. And I know that's not how it feels on the inside. I've been there. I know there's a history. I know there's politics. I know there's rules. I know it's violations, it's pressure, it's retaliation, it's pride, it's business. But when a mother gets that phone call, none of that matters, bro. She doesn't hear Blood or GD. She don't hear Crip or Nation. She hears your son is gone. And that's the part we got to sit with. Let's be honest with each other for a minute. Most of this didn't start as chaos. Most of these organizations started as structure, protection, identity, order, in places where there was none. But somewhere along the line, the mission got twisted. And that didn't happen by accident. There's a reason they keep us divided. There's a reason the lines stay drawn. There's a reason the wars never really end, because as long as we're fighting each other, the system doesn't have to fight us. It's not conspiracy talk, it's history. Willie Lynch wasn't about one letter. It was about a strategy. Divide the strong, turn brother against brother, reward conflict, punish unity. COINTELPRO wasn't about one movement. It was about infiltration, disruption, and destruction from the inside. And if you think that mindset stopped in the 60s or the 70s, you're lying to yourself. The modern prison system is built on that same idea. Keep them separated. Keep them suspicious. Keep them reacting instead of thinking. Because a united population is a dangerous population. And right now, whether we want to admit it or not, we're doing the work for them. Every riot, every retaliation, everybody on the floor, every time we stand on business, that's not resistance, bro. That's compliance. And I'm not saying that to shame anybody. I'm saying it to wake us up. Because anger is real, bro. Trauma is real. Disrespect is real. But we have to ask ourselves a hard question. Who is our real enemy? Is it the man that looks like you, grew up like you, came from the same broken system as you, sitting in the cell next to you? Or is it the system that profits every time we lose control? Because let's talk facts. When we go to war behind the walls, who wins? It's not us. It's not our families. It's not our communities. The prison wins. The state wins. The budget wins. The overtime wins. And when it's all said and done, the cell doors still closed. So what did we really gain? I want to be clear about something. A truce is not weakness. Choosing peace is not folding. Not retaliating is not snitching. Restraint is not cowardice. It takes more strength to stand down than to crash out. Anybody can react. Anybody can pick up a knife. Anybody can follow emotion. But it takes discipline to say, not today. And discipline is supposed to be what separates men from animals. If these organizations are about code, then the highest code should be preserving life. Because once the blood is spilled, there's no rewind. There's no apology, no clarification, just another number, another obituary, another empty seat in the visiting room. I want you to think about something. If tomorrow every gang behind the walls of the Georgia Department of Corrections called it truth just for a moment, just long enough to breathe, what would the system do? They wouldn't know what to do. Because peace disrupts the agenda. Unity scares systems built on control. That's why it's never encouraged. That's why it's never rewarded. That's why we're constantly pushed toward conflict. Different colors, different cars, different dorms, different trades. Same change. And we're killing each other over the illusion of difference. I'm not asking for friendship, folks. I'm not asking for unity overnight. I'm not asking anybody to forget what happened to your loved ones. I'm asking for a pause, a truce, a moment where we can decide that we're not going to keep feeding the machine with our bodies. Because when the smoke clears, the COs go home. The wars retire. The politicians move up. And we still locked in. Still grieving. Still buried. Still separated from our children. At some point, we have to ask, how many more of us have to die before we realize this isn't working? Peace behind the walls doesn't mean peace forever. It means choosing life today. It means deciding that our anger deserves a better target. It means refusing to let trauma turn us into tools. This is a call for peace, a call for a truce, a call for humanity. Not just for black men, not just for one gang, for all human beings behind these walls. Because at the end of the day, when the mothers are crying, when the kids are asking questions, when the caskets are closing, it doesn't look like Bloods, GDs. It doesn't look like Crips and Hispanics. It looked like black people killing black people. And that's the agenda being fulfilled. We don't have to keep playing our role in that story. We can choose something different. Period.